It took me up to 32 years old to not hyperfixate on a relationship. So if you faced abandonment trauma and are also neurodivergent, you may want to listen to this video. But whenever I invite somebody into my world or I really like someone, I tend to hyperfixate on that person and tend to later on lose myself. And I know in the beginning it's kind of normal to be naturally consumed by the other person up to a certain point. Not that I want to lose myself, it's just sort of how my brain works. And this could happen to neurotypical people too, but when you're an undiagnosed neurodivergent person and you meet someone that knocks your socks off, it can cause a disruption within the nervous system. Later, in turn, can cause a disruption in your everyday routine. And again, it's not that you want this to happen, it's just how your system works, especially when you're dealing with rejection sensitivity, hyperfixation, difficulty reading nonverbal cues or having super hypervigilance, or even sensory or emotional overwhelm. Even when I think or I start to talk to somebody, I start to run into the fear of losing myself again because I've lost myself so many times in the past. Even when you meet somebody that provides the safety that you need, as well as try to understand you as a whole person and how your mind works, your body, your mind, and your heart, especially if you've been through abandonment trauma or relational trauma, still doesn't recognize what safety is at the moment, which can further activate your nervous system. But don't worry, it's normal. And here are the tips of someone who's not a professional in the neuroscience or psychological world, but can offer up ways to not lose yourself. The one thing is to have discussions with your partner about setting up a schedule for alone time or time with friends. Make sure that you can embrace a certain sense of autonomy when it comes to your hobbies and the things that you love to do, or even just hanging out with yourself or with friends that you enjoy spending time with. Number two, just be honest with your partner that you hyperfixate on people or that you have trouble maintaining autonomy within a relationship and also have a fear of abandonment. And I know that can be kind of tricky when it comes to talking to somebody or being with somebody, but honesty is the best policy when it comes to growth and connection. Number three, talk to a provider or a mentor that can understand you and meet you where you're at. Number four, do something for yourself at least once a day, whether it's taking the time to rest, reading a book, going for a walk. Doesn't matter what you do, just make sure it's something that you enjoy. Now, let's break the illusion that you have to be perfect or fully healed when you enter into a relationship, especially when you're dealing with abandonment trauma or relational trauma. Yes, you do have to work on yourself, but sometimes relational trauma can only be healed within relationship, and it takes the power of you and your partner to cultivate autonomy from within and work together so you can further your connection along the way. And we all know that life is hard, but establish that glow within yourself, and the right person will even further the glow that you have from within. I love you. Peace.